Pray. Use our cannot to destroy bandits. Boko Haram. Sultan tells Muslims, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. May the enemies of the Nigerian state be destroyed. The Sultan of SOKOTO, Said Abubakar, had urged Muslims to begin special prayers nationwide to seek Allah's intervention to end the country's current security challenges. Let me say this. I am not going to say the Almighty is not powerful. He is powerful, believe you me. There is no limitations to what He can do. But let me say this. God will not come down and do what man will do. That is the truth. You cannot have two hands and you are telling God to give you manna from heaven. When actually, if you step out of your house, if you open your mouth, if you go to places, sir, please, can I come and be sweeping your house? You get food to eat. He will not do it. If you don't have a job, sir, can I come and be washing your car for you? Can I come and do security for you? He cannot. He will not do it. Because if He does it to you, you are going to be lazy. God has given us the resources in this country to make us rich. To make each Nigerian better. To make each Nigerian live like a king. God has also given us the resources to combat these people. If you misuse it, God will just be looking at you. Why? He has given you that thing. It is already with us. Our problem is ourselves. It is until we stop seeing things. It is not everything you become sentimental about or too religious about. Imagine someone who is sick. Someone is sick. You can see visibly that this person is sick. But the person is saying no. That my God cannot allow me to be sick. My God will heal me. When He has provided doctors, researchers who brought out medicines, who brought out injections. If you don't want medicine, you can take drip and injections, right? All those things are there. And you are saying God will heal you. Every day you do not take drugs. You will die, my sister and my brother. That is it. You meet your end. And it is not going to be funny. You have to do something for yourself. Nigeria has security operatives. They are being misused. They are being compromised. Whose fault? Nigerians. The people in government, they are Nigerians. Those that electorate, Nigerians. Who elected them? Nigerians. So you can see it is a problem. Pray from now till next year. Nothing will change. Not that God cannot. He will not do what we are supposed to do. He won't do it. He will not do it. It is not a time for us to, yes, we can pray and ask Him to show us mercy and to touch our leaders. But at the same time, there are things we can do. I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it again and again. It will get to a point where people will no longer cry. They will no longer want to cry. But instead, they will say, instead of me to going down crying, to going down saying, please, it is better I fight, I defend my family, I defend my territory to the last drop of my blood. And if it gets to that point, forget it. There is nothing but the Nigerian government will do that will be able to salvage the situation as at then. Now the news in detail. The Sultan made a call in a statement issued on Sunday in Kaduna by Khalid Aliyu, Secretary General of Jamaatul Nasrul Islam, JNI. The statement said that the Sultan expressed deep concern over the resurgence of terrorist attacks in the country and stressed that it was imperative to seek divine intervention for peace and stability of the country. His Eminence Alhaji Muhammad Said Abubakar, the Sultan of Sokoto, and the President General JNI uses this medium to call on the Nigerian Muslims Ummah to engage in sustained supplications and prayers at this moment of grief. It stated, this call has become imperative, bearing in mind that human lives have continued to be exterminated and even immolated unchallenged. It urged Muslims to fervently and faithfully resort to Allah, the exceedingly beneficent and benevolently merciful, in the face of these calamities, by engaging in the Al-Qanat special supplication and the last rakah of each obligatory and non-obligatory prayers, specifically to seek intervention from Allah. We should sincerely devote time at night and call unto Allah, the responder to prayers. The Sultan further calls on all imams, knowledge-seeking gatherings, study circles, Islamic schools, as well as the leadership of all Muslim organizations and society in Nigeria to comment the special prayers, added the statement. It encouraged Muslims to pray against kidnapping, Boko Haram, ß⁰K⁰, political rascality, and other crimes. May Allah be most merciful, forgive all victims of the killings, and bless them with Shada. May He console their respective families and strengthen them to bear the loss. May He also assist, direct, and energize those in authorities willing to discharge their first responsibility of protecting lives and properties, the statement said. May the enemies of the Nigerian state be destroyed. It called on all the governments at all levels to brace up to the challenges of good governance. I say again, this is not the time to close your eyes and pray. In fact, this time around, if you close your eyes and pray, and these people come and carry you, that is actually, it is your fault, and your fault alone. God has given us security operatives that are supposed to come out and tackle this particular issue. But the security operatives, they are also have been compromised. When a frog, let's say for instance, falls into a water and that water is hot, that particular frog is supposed to do what? It's supposed to jump out immediately. But if the frog say, this water will get cold, that is what will kill that frog. Let me stay now to get food. Meanwhile, that water is actually on fire. The heat is getting too much for you to bear. You get to a point where you will no longer have the strength to jump out. This is what is happening in Nigeria. The time we would have called on these security operatives, the time they would have done this thing wonderfully well with our limited resources. They were going about getting repentant people, parading them, saying these are repentant terrorists. And at the end of the day, what do we see today? These repentant terrorists are turning on them. They are going back to wherever they came from. And what do you think will happen this time around? They are going to be more brutal than ever. That is what will happen. Now I understand why Wole Soyinka was talking about religion. Exactly. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.